This video was brought to you by Manco.store, which is owned by the same people as Manco.trade. This site is essentially an online marketplace where you can buy and sell thousands of Team Fortress 2 items. You can also get your own personalised store where it has an individual link that you can send to people to where they can see all the items you're selling and buying. The link to Manco.store, the marketplace, will be down below. Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Joe and welcome to a brand new Unusualifier video. This is the biggest one I've done yet with the most expensive Unusualifier and a lot more. So, the first three Unusualifiers we're seeing here were donated very kindly to me by Arkamo, who's another TF2 YouTuber, and he said he wants me to use these Unusualifiers and that he really wants the spooky moon effect on the killer solo. He said if it's anything else I can keep it, but like, yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm going to try and give these back to him once I apply them, but if not, I mean, I suppose I'll get to keep them. But the idea is we're meant to, like, just see what effects we can get, see if we can collect all the new effects by the end of this video, because we did have some prior, and get the spooky moon effect on the killer solo. And the box trot, the man aerobics, and the shred alert, which are all very nice taunts themselves, with the Unusualifiers were very kindly donated to me by a viewer, the same viewer who donated the laugh taunt one, the war paint, and things like that. So a very, very kind and generous viewer. So hopefully we can get some good effects on those. And also, the ultimate Unusualifier we're going to be doing, I bought this taunt especially. We've got the Panzer Pants taunt and the Unusualifier that I unboxed for it. God knows what effect I'm hoping for on that. I'm really not too sure what we're hoping for. I'm just nervous, man, because this thing is still like £80 on the Steam market. This is a lot of money we're going to be using, but it's going to be a good video. So, without further ado, we could just get started. So, we're going to be going in order that they're laid out in. I should probably put the man aerobics last because that's like the one out of those three that I'm most excited for. I'm not too sure what the, like, effects, prices and stuff are like, but either way I'm just excited. So the first one we're going to be doing is the obliterated. Obviously we have the chance to get all new Halloween effects. Let's hopefully get something we haven't got before. Come on, man, come on, please. Like the spooky night variant that's green would be awesome. Poisonous bubbles of regret, I'm pretty sure that's the purple one. I'm pretty sure that's the purple one. Either way, we're going to take a look. So it's the poisonous bubbles of regret run. Yeah, it's the purple bubble variant. So we had the acidic bubbles of envy on the victory lap taunt, and now we've got the poisonous bubbles of regret on the obliterated. So an effect we didn't have before, and that's what's important. It's an effect we didn't have before. So I'm gonna just take this taunt now and place it up there. So first taunt I'm happy with. It's an effect we didn't have. I like the effect. I'm happy. So on to the next one. This is for the Carlton for the Scout. This one's probably a bit more expensive because it's one of those taunts that only expires when you stop. I feel like that's how these like kind of prices work, is that if they're taunts that don't finish on their own, they're more expensive. So things like the man aerobics, the Carlton, the Rancho Relaxo are more expensive than things like the obliterated, the bucket of chicken and things like that. So, there's a slight problem, guys. You may be asking yourself, why is the video stopped? I'd just finished recording this video. It was about 15 minutes of me using the Unusualifiers and looking at them all in game. I then opened my editing software, ready to edit the video and get it up for you guys, to see that it was only 2 minutes and 45 seconds long, meaning that the majority of the video didn't even record. But I didn't really want this video to go to waste, so we're going to be taking a look at each of the Unusualifiers I got. I used over £150 worth of Unusualifiers, and for the video not to even see the light of day, because I used over £150 worth of Unusualifiers, and to not even be able to get the video I wanted to get out of that is just so frustrating. And I figured I may as well just show you the taunts we got anyway, because I mean, you know, I used the Unusualifiers. Here's the results, I guess. I'm very annoyed about this, guys, don't you worry. But the first taunt we got is this Bubbles of Regret Carton, and I was pretty happy about this because we did, of course, get the Bubbles of Envy victory lap in a previous Unusualifier video, and then we got the purple variant, which I said in my taunt effects video that I actually prefer, just because the bubbles are a bit more noticeable and stuff. I'm pretty happy with this as a taunt. I feel like the Carlton's a bit more expensive anyway, because it's one of those taunts that lasts until you stop. So things like the Rancho Relaxo, the Bunny Hopper and things like that are a bit more expensive than the taunts that expire quickly, like the Trackman's Touchdown, the Deep Fried Desire. So I was really happy with this. I thought it was a decent effect. I think this will be like a mid-tier effect. And overall, I was just pretty happy with this. Up next then, we did the Unusualifier for the Killer Solo. And you guys remember that Arkamo, who donated those first three Unusualifiers, told me he wanted a Spooky Night Killer Solo because he really thought the effects would look good together, like the sniper playing the saxophone with the moon behind him. Unfortunately, we ended up getting Roaring Rockets, but I will say, I'll show you guys this in game. The Roaring Rockets Killer Solo is a really nice taunt. I think like it almost looks like he's playing at like a concert and there's like fireworks and stuff going on behind him. And now Roaring Rockets has been fixed to where there's 2 rockets as opposed to 1. Yeah, the Roaring Rockets does look a lot better now, I think. I remember I initially said that my main kind of stife with the Roaring Rockets effect was that there was only 1 firework. And now there's 2, it's just a lot better. So a pretty cool, unusual taunt there. Unfortunately, I don't think Arkhamo will be wanting it. Then, of course, we did the Box Trot taunt, and the Box Trot is a very expensive taunt. I'm not sure if you guys saw the effect there, but we actually ended up getting Bubbles of Attraction, so now we have a taunt with all 3 Bubbles effects, which is pretty cool. So we got the Victory Lap that had the Acidic Bubbles of Envy, and now we have the Bubbles of Attraction. And my main concern, I'll show you guys it in game now, is that the bubbles weren't really going to show through the box, but I really like how it looks with the Box Trot, to be honest. It just makes... If you actually want to try and play Box Trot Spy, to where you're like hiding and playing really stealthy, maybe some orange bubbles that are like brightly coming up from all around the box isn't the best idea, but I really do think it looks super cool. So if you look at it more like close up, I really do like how like the kind of bubbles just slowly go up around the corners of the box. It just looks really nice to me. I do think this taunt, specifically with this effect, they go like hand in hand together and just do look really nice together. So I'm super happy with that pickup. Up next, we had the Shred Alert taunt, and this was an all-class taunt. I thought this one would be pretty high tier, and when I crafted it, I was hoping for Spooky Night or Ominous Night, and I ended up getting Spooky Night, which was really cool. And the reason I wanted Spooky Night was because it's almost like a concert at midnight, isn't it? It's like all of your classes just playing a guitar, the moon behind them. It's just a really cool taunt, and once again, I'll show you guys it in game with those particles off the Shred Alert initially. It looks really, really cool. Like, I really do think this is an awesome taunt and like one of the best effects for it. I did think Roaring Rockets would be really nice, but yeah, unfortunately, we didn't pick that up. My only kind of quibble with this taunt and just unusual Shred Alerts in general is that because the Shred Alert is quite a short taunt, like right now you're watching it on a 0.5 time scale, because it is quite a short taunt, you don't get a proper chance to see the effect, and especially with Spooky Night taking a few seconds to properly form the cloud, you don't really get to see it as its full potential, but it is a really nice taunt regardless. Up next, we had the Man Robics taunt, which is, of course, an all-class taunt being, yeah, and we actually got Spooky Night on it. So I was quite disappointed because I really wanted to get an Ominous Night taunt. We'd had Spooky Night previously, and we'd been getting Spooky Night a lot, and we just got another one. So it's... Okay, the effect isn't showing. I guess I'll just show you it in game. It does look pretty cool. Obviously, it's an all-class taunt. It's one of the ones that doesn't expire and it moves with your character. It's just the fact I had 2 Spooky Nights or 3 Spooky Nights before this. It's a really cool effect, don't get me wrong, and I will definitely be using it on all of my classes. I'm 100% going to equip this thing on all of my classes. It's just the fact that I've got so many Spooky Nights, I just wanted one Ominous Night to like really finish the video off, you know, but unfortunately we didn't get that. But still, I'm super happy with it regardless. A nice all-class taunt there that I'm definitely going to be using. Oh yeah, and also, I found the perfect song to go with this thing. And last was that Panzer Pants unusual taunt. The Unusualifier as I was making this video was still like £80, so I was so nervous as I went into this. We ended up getting Acidic Bubbles of Envy, which is the effect I would have least wanted. Don't get me wrong, I'm still super grateful for it. I mean, I unboxed the Panzer Pants Unusualifier, so obviously I was going to use it. It's just that we had the effect on the Victory Lap, so having the effect on the Panzer Pants was really unappealing to me. It was like the one effect that I wouldn't have wanted on a vehicle taunt, because the one vehicle taunt we do already have, we have the effect for. So I was really hoping for Roaring Rockets. I said Roaring Rockets would have been such a cool theme, because you can actually shoot a rocket out of the taunt. Like, imagine you have rockets going off in the background as well. That would have been amazing. But unfortunately, the luck just wasn't on our side, and we got Acidic Bubbles of Envy, which still, in-game, I must add, does look really cool, but it's just not quite what I was hoping for. But I'm super happy regardless. I bought the Panzer especially, and yeah, I'm not overly disappointed. It was just a bit underwhelming because I was really expecting that roaring rockets or that ominous knight, but we didn't get either. But guys, that's just about it for this video. Once again, I am so sorry that the recording of the footage corrupted. Like, I'm much more annoyed about it than you guys because I was super happy with how that video was coming out. And yeah, it just didn't really end up coming out how I wanted. But I thought if I'm gonna like open this much money's worth of Unusualifiers, that I may as well just get the video out to you guys so you can see what I got. Guys, leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts down below. What was the favourite Unusualifier that I unboxed that you guys saw? Mine has probably got to be that either the Killer Solo or the Shred Alert. Maybe the Man Robot, because those are like my top 3. But yeah, let me know down in the comments, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks again so much for watching, and peace.